Thank you, everyone, for gathering today in the atrium of City Hall. I should let everyone know we're about to have the skylight replaced, so we're going to be reorienting things here for a little while, and very soon, no more leaks. So that's exciting. We are 1 week away from the 51st annual Artsfest. I'm so excited. It is a world-class event happening right here in Harrisburg, the Artsfest of Greater Harrisburg. Now, many of you may know, but should know, that Artsfest is produced by Jump Street. And Jump Street is a private, nonprofit, community-based arts incubator that has been serving Pennsylvania now for 40 years. It's located in downtown Harrisburg. Jump Street, it serves Cumberland, Dauphin, York counties, with occasional projects expanding all across Pennsylvania and beyond. Their expertise is in arts-based program development and residencies, consulting to artists and arts organizations, and community arts development. None of this would be possible without Jump Street. And because of Jump Street, next weekend, visitors are going to have the opportunity to see over 200 exceptional artists from across the United States. We're going to have handcrafted works for sale in 16 different categories, including things like ceramics and digital arts and drawing, fiber arts, furniture, glass, jewelry, leather, metal, mixed media, painting, photography, printmaking, sculpture, and wood. There will be 2 food courts with all of your favorite foods, 33 local and regional food vendors, a number of stages, including the Kunkel stage at the Kunkel Plaza, which will highlight the best of regional scholastic bands and exciting local and emerging original bands. And we're going to have the best of local and regional jazz at the Walnut Street Bridge at Jazz Fest. And Jazz Fest, again, will be hosted by the Central Pennsylvania Friends of Jazz. So incredible diversity of musical offerings. Back again this year is Kids Fest, better than ever. The children's selection of Arts Fest, hosted by Gamut Theater Group's Popcorn Hat Players, my favorite. We're going to feature vendors that are going to sell items such as food, toys, games, and arts, all of which have a child-friendly focus, and there'll be a special stage there for performers between 12 and 5 each day. And remember, a 3-day event, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 1 week away, especially worthy of coming out and seeing those Popcorn Hat Players. We're also going to have the 20th anniversary, a lot of anniversaries this year, the 20th anniversary of Film Fest, presented by our friends at Movie 8 Underground, which encompasses a 2-day film festival that will actually occur at the Civic Club right there in Riverfront Park. All screenings during the Film Fest are free for everyone to attend, and it's going to be an incredible atmosphere and a wonderful, wonderful part of Artsfest. To tell you more about the event, I want to introduce the Executive Director of Jump Street, Ms. Melissa Snyder. Melissa.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Thank you all for coming. It looks like after this whole week of rain, Tom Russell says the forecast is going to be awesome next week. So let's keep our fingers crossed. First thing I want to do is state a reminder to everyone that for the safety of all of our visitors, all of our artists, their artwork, and our food vendors, pets nor bicycles will be permitted in the festival area. For those of you who like to ride your bicycles down, Recycle Bicycle will be set up on the north side and the south side of Forester Street where you can park your bike. They'll take care of it. They'll even check your brakes and your tires for you if you need to. So please keep that in mind. So returning this year, again, is HBG Flea. For those of you that don't know what HBG Flea is, it's a curated flea market that connects local vendors and shoppers and empowers neighbors to support each other. So they'll be hosting HBG Fest, which will feature 45, which is 10 more than last year, local and community artists and craftsmen. This will be under their own tent at the end of Front Street at Forester, and it's actually a larger tent this year to be able to create a little bit more of an ease of flow for visitors that go into that tent. And again, for those of you 21 years of age and older, Evergreen Brewery is back to have their handcrafted beer at the Civic Club and will host Beer Fest. But we have an addition this year, and that is Rubicon, one of Harrisburg's finest restaurants, will also be at Beer Fest selling oyster shooters, oysters on the half shell, a shrimp boil, and their famous Firefly cocktail. So if you've never had oysters from Rubicon, go, because they're amazing. Van Gogh Museum on Wheels from the Susquehanna Art Museum will be featuring an exhibit entitled Behind the Scenes, and this one is an exploration of the jobs and tools that are inside an art museum, and that is located right at the end of State Street. We also will have double the amount of artists that will be demonstrating their work, from the printmaking and the actual making of the blocks that go in to printmaking, to making silk scarves, to photography, you name it. So look for those. There'll be signs around that'll say when those demonstrations will be taking place. Then, beginning at 12 o'clock on Saturday, May 26th, I'm proud to announce that we have an international award-winning a cappella group from London called the Kingsmen. The Kingsmen were formed about 25 years ago in southwest Devon, England, and they're doing their first East Coast tour with the second stop here at Artsfest. And joining them on stage will be Vocal Harmonics, which some of you may know was previously known as the Rose Red Chorus, who is a chapter of the Sweet Adelines International and are very well known for their upbeat and fun performances. So you'll want to check them out on stage. So the most important part, not only does Artsfest remain free to the public, thanks to the generous sponsorship of Donegal Insurance and tremendous support from Park Harrisburg, a first for Artsfest, parking in the Market Square parking garage will be free beginning at 7 a.m. until 9 p.m., beginning Saturday through Monday. And to say a few words on their sponsorship, I'd like to introduce Mr. Jason Buck.
Thank you. Donegal Insurance Group is very proud to support the great work of Jump Street. Donegal's main goal in providing the free parking for Artsfest is to really encourage more people to spend time at the event. On behalf of Donegal Insurance Group, I'd like to thank both Jump Street and Park Harrisburg for the opportunity. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I think it's wonderful that there's free parking. The event is going to be as large and as accessible as ever. It's going to be a wonderful time. Hope everyone will come down to the riverfront and enjoy Artsfest this year. Do we have any questions for the city or Jump Street or Donegal Insurance? Or did we cover everything? We covered it all. All right. Well, thank you for coming. We'll see you in a week.